Hi there. Welcome to Monetize Your Business podcast conversations in partnership with FNB. Each week, we bring you stories from phenomenal entrepreneurs who are doing incredible stuff within their chosen field. And this week is no different. We are speaking to Mr. Tap, who is an inspirational visionary leader and entrepreneur and advocate within our society. So we look forward to having a really great and robust conversation with him. But you know how we do. As always, I'm not flying this plane on my own. I've got my well-trusted co-pilot with me, Papa Biz. How are you?
No, I'm good. I'm glad that we can be able to be here to discuss with Mr. Tap, another fellow author with the book titled How I Lost My Sight and Gained My Vision. I'm really looking forward to this conversation.
100%. That's actually quite a powerful title. So, Mr. Tap, welcome to the conversation.
Tovela, Hetty, and Papa Bez, thank you so much for the invitation.
Yeah.
Quite honored. Actually. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And hi, Hetty, again.
Yes, 100%. There's so many different directions that I want us to take this conversation because you're such a well-rounded, multi-layered individual. And I think before we get into those different layers, maybe let's start at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Just understanding who is Mr. Tap? Where were you born? Where were you raised? Maybe if you can paint a picture for us of your foundational early beginnings, that'll give us some insight into who you are.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Thank you so much for this. So I am Mr. Tap, right? And Mr. Tap, EMG TAP, T for Tebogo, A for Aubrey, right? And then P for my surname, Paul Pidi.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'll often shy away from the Aubrey, right?
Yes.
Because something that happened where I grew up, right? Do you want to hear the story, right? So this lady was just walking her dog, right? And the dog went off its leash. And this lady started calling this dog, like, Aubrey, call me so, Aubrey. And when I looked at that dog, I was like,
Oh my goodness.
is this how Aubrey looks? So I grew up in Florida, actually.
Okay.
West of Johannesburg, Florida, with my mom and dad, who were it's a term that was used back then, so I can just express it now, which is like garden boy and garden girl. Yeah, that's how go, and that's how it was just a nice sophisticated background that I grew up with. Very calm, quiet, and just myself and my parents, and it went very well for a very long time. Actually, Papa Face, it was very nice. I enjoyed it. And one person who kind of also then in that space kind of got a chance to know myself.
Okay.
Right? I found that I thought that I'm an introvert in that space. I thought I was an introvert because it was just me alone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And apart from that, my parents were actually entrepreneurs, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if they were not doing their gardens, if my mom is not in the kitchen cleaning, they were outside selling.
Okay.
So I would sell with them.
Yes.
I would sell my Zimba, we'll sell those cigarettes, we'll sell, all those kind of things, right?
Yes.
That's how I was introduced to the journey, actually. And growing up, I attended my primary school at a primary school course, Unified Public School in Florida.
Okay.
A very nice primary school that I enjoyed as well. And yeah, man, it was very nice. I don't want to lie. It used to be one of the best primary schools,
Wow.
like, also go Unified Public School. Bathong. Right. And I went up all the way to grade 8
Okay.
in primary school. But before I attended my grade 8, we had to move. My parents and I had to move from where we were, right, which is in Florida. We then migrated to Soweto.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that's where the introvert kind of shied away. Like, what happened, right? So now there was this environment of unity, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kids playing on the streets.
Yes.
Florida, there's nothing like that. So it was just a direct opposite of everything. Was a direct opposite
Yes.
from I was,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So where I used to stay, you used to go to a store to purchase something.
Yeah.
No, Koka see in the same
Yeah.
hole.
Yeah.
During the day,
Yeah.
kitak shop.
Yeah.
At night, galal.
Yeah.
Just plaza.
Yeah.
Next door is a Beramiriri,
Yeah.
hair salon. Like can't do that, but it was very nice.
Yes.
A confined space where everybody is in sync together.
Yes.
Then that's where I was introduced to the love of a sport. I always had one. The love had always been there, which was soccer. I loved soccer.
Soccer, eh?
Yeah,
That's
soccer.
my sport. Now
You love soccer?
language, yeah.
Absolutely. Papa Vez, right? I loved soccer, and I started seeing myself in the field,
Okay.
playing for my favorite soccer team. What team do you play for? What's your favorite?
You want me to expose myself here? Manchester United.
No, man. I'm in South Africa.
Hey, I don't think he wants to implicate himself.
Absolutely. So I was a big fan of Kaizer Chiefs.
Okay.
I was a big fan. I always wanted to see myself playing for that soccer team.
Yes.
All the time. So my love for Florida, playing soccer at junior level at school and stuff. My goal was to see myself as a soccer player, playing for Kaizer Chiefs. And which position? Position 7, right? Because that's how I was. Jersey number 7. Yeah, it was very well. And sometimes in life, things do happen. Things happen where I also did not believe that it's going to happen, but it happened, right? So, when you're always you have developed yourself so much that your team now trusts you. Your coach trusts you. Like, in fact, we have Utebs, and I used to have this nickname called Terminator.
Wow. That's how good you were.
It's called Terminator.
Yeah.
And through the journey of me being a Terminator, my entire career shattered in one match. One match. What happened was, it was one of the biggest games in Soweto.
Yeah.
Okay.
They call them Mashoba Games. Right? They happen around December.
December.
That's where you get most scores, scouts come through.
Yes.
So you must show yourself there, okay? Because those big soccer teams would often come through, and scout one of the best players and then bring them through to their teams. Kaizer Chiefs is there, Pirates is there, Sundown Scouts are all there. Everybody's there. So sure, it went very well. So I was like, okay. Then there was a match that took place on that day.
Yes.
That day, it was under 18. How old was I at that time? I was only 14.
14, really?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
And coach was like, yo, terminate. We are losing. Come save. Jumped on the pitch. Very short. You can see I'm very short by nature, short stature. But back then was just a young, tiny boy, slender, but just full of skill.
Yeah.
Yes.
And somewhere between the match, when the match started, right, I was very scared. But coach, when I looked at the sideways, coach was like, hands up, boy.
Go for it.
And I tried that. I ventured to it. And I was comfortable. When I had the ball, right? And I got this, right? So in soccer, when you dribble someone, right, you are now regarded as in
Yeah.
So I dribbled this elder guy, 18 years. I was 14. I dribbled him so badly that he fell down.
Sure.
He fell down. He was laughed at and everything. And Kanti had a grudge now. He had to.
Sure.
Yeah, he responds. You need to respond and revenge or something. So the next time when I had the soccer ball, and this time, he never went for the ball. He was not playing the match. He was playing me. He came and literally kicked me here.
Sure.
Boo! Down. Once off.
Yo.
Why? He was tall. He could literally stretch his leg,
Yeah.
and kick, and then that's how
Yes.
it happened. And I was down at once. Match ended, taking off the match, and I had a huge bump right here.
Yeah.
A huge bump. Remember, soccer matches, Tsokokas, there's no medical assistance. We go next door, hey, it's tele ice.
Yeah.
Place ice, and then that's what happened. I thought it was the end of it, but I healed and everything was fine. But 3 months later, everything started, migraines and everything, and that's how I found out that I had a brain tumor.
Sure.
Good grief.
So the kick that I sustained 3 months ago at a soccer match led to a do-or-die situation. I went to Baragwanath Hospital, watched there, and voila! It's like we need to urgently. We need to perform a brain surgery. I had a brain surgery. I had 2 brain surgeries.
Sure.
Right here, you think you can see something here, right? Yeah. I had 2 brain surgeries, Papa, and yeah, it was confirmed that I might not make it. I might not make it at all. But fortunately, with God's grace and mercy, I did. I went through it and I survived.
Yes.
All I lost, I did not lose my life, but I lost my sight.
Wow.
Sure.
Yeah, that's how it happened. Yeah.
Yo, my goodness. What a story. What a journey. When you go through something like that, especially at a young age, what is the messaging that you tell yourself to be able to push through? Because, when you're quite young, we are very impressionable, and you can almost feel as though the world is ending. What was your internal narrative that you had to say to yourself?
But in that position, I think it was just the end.
Yeah.
That's all that I had.
Yeah.
I know, I child. Way too, because the fellow soccer mates, they used to come and like, Mario, you can't play soccer with you anymore.
Of course.
So they distanced themselves.
And that was your community.
That was my community.
Yeah.
Schoolmates came from Unified. They tried, but gone. Teachers came. I think they're hopeful. Like, no, man, Mr. Temple see again. But as time went on, nothing. They moved on with their lives. So it was just a conflict between myself and myself. And it was just me and my family who was always there. Like my mom and my dad were like, okay, Fate was over, right? And the other thing was nobody, like, the point of reference.
Yes.
That no, there's been a blind person in the family or next door or anything. Right?
That you could refer
exactly. There was nothing. The only reference was someone like Upapsi Mlange. But Papsi became a superstar as a blind man. How did it happen? Right? So I want to be honest with you guys. The only thing that helped me was acceptance. And what helped me through the acceptance was radio.
Really? What role did radio play?
Remember, I was not mobile. I couldn't go anywhere. I was just confined in a small space.
Yes.
And then that machine that's just always next to me, radio communicated the world to me.
Wow.
Right? And one of my, the top 3, my favorite people who transformed me from that chair that I was sitting at was YFM, was DJ Fresh.
DJ Fresh?
Yeah,
Wow.
was DJ Fresh, the big dog.
Big dog.
Do you understand? I could relate with what they're saying. Mara, I could change. After accepting myself, I saw that I can definitely do this. I can definitely stand up. And I started making calls and it was possible. I saw that it's very, very possible. And the moment I accepted that, look, I'm visually impaired, but everything, it's very able.
Yes, 100%.
And I can definitely transform people's lives. I don't know how I was going to do it, but I did it.
Yeah.
And it came it came around from that journey.
Sure.
So that's how the process of acceptance. And it's not only how I went blind, it's reference to you as well. When you go through challenges in life,
100%.
accept that the face of adversity, you accept it, right? So you can see, like, we like gold. You know gold, right? When gold goes through fire, right? It does not shatter or something, but it gets refined.
It does.
So I was like, I was gold, I was refined, and I became a better human being than who I was when I was sighted.
Sure.
Yeah.
So now I want to check with you. I mean, and you even use the language about when you're able to accept yourself, and that's quite a journey on its own. And then also give me an indication, of what you went through to be able to accept yourself, but then also fast forward to where you are today and let us know a little bit more about the type of work that you do today.
Papa, thanks, man. What I'm currently focusing on after the whole process of going to schools for the blind and I've realized that there's something that happens, that persons with disabilities don't get employment. Statistics show like 7%. There's like close to 3 million people with disabilities, qualified or not, right, are at home.
Wow.
Sure. That's quite a staggering number.
Do you understand? They are at home, like there's nothing against next, regardless how much you knock into those doors of employment. So knowing that, me tried that journey as well. It did not work, and I don't blame them as well. One of the greatest institutions in South Africa that helped for the radio industry, right?
Yeah.
We know it is somewhere in Sandton.
Yeah.
I went there, like, I want to learn, I want to study radio.
Yeah.
But like, okay, we'll come back to you. I had the cash.
Wow.
But the call came, like, no, we can't help you. I was like, why? But because how bony.
Yeah.
We don't have resources for people like you.
Yeah. You sure?
That's how things happened. That's how my journey of entrepreneurship began. Like, okay, because there's nothing for us, we are going to create for ourselves. And create income, or make ways of income for ourselves.
100%.
That's how we established. Right now we have a radio station.
Sure.
It's called Skills Village Radio.
Okay.
It's a radio station, very unique in South Africa, currently online, but we're working on paper so that we can be on frequency. But we're doing very well at Skills Village Radio. Why? It's a radio station for persons with disabilities, by persons with disabilities.
Wow.
That's amazing and very needed.
Very needed.
Yeah.
Why? We give them what they want to hear.
100%.
They hear what they want to hear when they want to hear it. Compared to commercial radio, right, where persons with disabilities are features.
Yes.
We are doing away with features for persons with
And
disabilities.
put them center stage.
We are now center stage. We're doing away with today is blind, National Blind People. Then we have to call Mr. Tapp. Mr. Tapp, we're talking about blind people today. No. 360 on Skills Village Radio. There's opportunities, entertainment, information, which the information that helped me is now helping all the other people in South Africa. So that's our biggest goal. We've been running as Skills Village Radio for the past 3 years.
Sure.
And the journey's been very strong. It has its own, humps and everything. But so far we are getting stronger by the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are there any stories or success stories that you can share with us, or feedback that you received, while running this Skills Village Radio, where you felt after hearing this, like, wow, I'm so glad that I'm doing this?
Sure. I don't know I think after this discussion, I need to send you the actual voice notes for the people who were transformed by people who were interviewed. Like, guys, my love, I was confined in this space, right? I can tell a story. One of the lady who got the biggest likes in our platform. You can see on our YouTube channel.
Yes.
She was telling her story that she's a person with albinism. That I was raped multiple times.
Sure.
Multiple times, right? They wanted to kill me for my skin just because I'm a person with of albinism, and I had no place to belong, right? But the moment she joined us, it's like I found a home.
Wow.
I found a home where I can tell my story without being judged, with me being me and as comfortable as I am.
Sure.
One of the other success stories we can share is that as an online radio station, we've got presenters who are you're not confined in one space, right? We've got presenters from Cape Town.
Oh, nice.
We've got wheelchair users. We've got presenters from Pretoria. We've got presenters all around, right? So we have one of the greatest stories that we can share as well. It's a non-disabled person who's assisting us as well. You know what, guys? I never thought that a person with a disability can achieve so much and can transform our lives as non-disabled people.
Wow.
You guys are so powerful. It's not even funny. He's been there with us forever,
Wow,
right?
look at that.
Because of the transformation and the and we've also shared the information amongst the world in terms of the growth that we have grown with people like him. So that's what we have been doing so far.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
It is indeed very powerful. Tell me, when starting any kind of business, even though you see the need in the marketplace, it's never without its challenges. What have been some of the challenges you've encountered in building Skills Village Radio, and how are you overcoming them, and where do you need more support?
Honestly speaking, right now, as we speak right now, we are on a maintenance space where we have post-production,
Okay.
right? One of our biggest challenges is financial support. Where we're coming from, because we are operating online.
Yes.
And investors for now are quite wary in investing in a radio station which is online.
Okay.
Secondly, because of it's for persons with disabilities. I'm being honest.
Yes.
Then the doors that we have knocked at times,
Yes.
right? It's some of the challenges that we encounter.
Yes.
We need financial support.
Yeah.
We do get, but it's from a level of donations.
Yes.
But if there's no donations, then this means our radio station won't prosper.
Yes.
And so we need people like Hetty and
Yes.
Papa. We're like, hey, Mr. Tap, we are going to train you now to make money. We want to teach you to be monetized, Mr. Tap. Right? It's those kind of things that we journeys that we need from individuals like yourself.
Yes.
These are we need financial support.
Yes.
We need investors, right? But I do understand that people won't invest in something that they don't believe in, right? True. How do we do that? You understand? Those are the biggest challenges, Hetty, and accessibility for persons with wheelchair users at times.
Yes.
100%.
You know stories for wheelchair users. They say, I can't come to the studio because I'm a wheelchair user. The taxi driver is not comfortable in helping me lift me into the taxi. I can tell a story where a lady was supposed to come. This is like 3 weeks ago before we went for maintenance. Yeah. She told us there's 3 Ubers that came and then they said we can't help you.
Oh my goodness.
You understand? Sure. Those are accessibility. Those are the challenges that we experience externally and internally. So those are the biggest challenges that we need. We need experienced individuals who can come and knock at our doors like, hi guys, I am, let's say DJ Fresh. Yeah. And all the other known or even those who are currently in the radio stage, radio space. Let them give their time. We are going to help you, and we're going to help you grow this, because we believe in this radio station as much as you all who are volunteers right now are believing in it.
100%. And, I know you do a lot of work within the advocacy space.
Yeah.
Can you just tell us a little bit about that?
So chiefly within the advocacy, we focus on 3 pillars, right?
Okay.
The main 3 pillars, meaning that we cannot change policies if government itself does not understand, right?
True.
We cannot change. We cannot force government to do anything, particularly if we've got white paper for persons with disabilities. We've got all these good papers, right? But if they're not implemented, if they're not implemented, the future is quite dim.
100%.
So we need advocates like ourselves to continue tying up hands and holding hands, so that we can emphasize within the governments that, look, we need this. So the moment these papers are there, implement them. We are here as organizations for persons with disabilities. We are here we can sell services to you guys. Just give us a platform.
Yes.
Just open up for us,
Yes.
and it will definitely happen.
Yes.
That's the first pillar. The second pillar, it has to do with private sector,
Okay.
right? Private sector needs to understand that they need to hire persons with disabilities. Now, Connor, it's not by force, like it's not a must, but understanding that no, Mr. Tap is visually impaired, right? But he's not a barrier to your work. Instead, it's going to add value to your work, right? Why? Just give him or provide him the services, the assistive devices that he might need. I use a laptop. My laptop speaks. So sometimes right now, previously it was expensive. Right now we've got a device called NVDA. It's a screen reading software. Just install it in the laptop. Hire me and I can do the job. It used to be 20,000 rands, but right now it's free.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
It's assisting devices. Mr. Tap is on phone. Like we've got everything. We are so independent, guys. Within the private sector, we just need people to be hired.
Yes.
Let persons with disabilities to be hired. That's all. Don't say you have hired a person with disability because disability it's minor, right?
That's also a very good point.
Yeah, we've got like a severe disabilities, like deaf persons with deafness do not get hired. Blind people don't get hired. Wheelchair users are not hired because they say they are listed as liabilities in companies.
Yeah.
Like our radio station, we are working from home, from an office, but we can connect everywhere, right? So do that as private sector. I can work from home. I don't have to come or travel to the office. I can work from home. So just hire me and I'll do my job. And the third part, which will be when it comes to ambassadorship, where we need to do a lot of ambassadorship and knock on doors. Guys, ask me. I'm willing to come. Like right now, when I worked here with our gentleman, I just showed him how to guide.
I saw that. Yes,
and that was
very powerful and practical.
Yes, and a teachable moment.
Absolutely.
I mean, all of us benefited just from witnessing that.
Yeah.
That we can now also be able to implement what you taught him in other spaces as well.
Absolutely. In advocacy, this is what we do. You can just call me, right?
Yes.
Call us. We are available to show you how to assist us when you come across with a blind person, a wheelchair user, a person with deafness, right? Because we are here and are available. So we are just here to avail ourselves. We are. I don't like using this word, but I'll say it. Use us.
Yes.
Use us as advocates for the greater good of the world. So that's 100%. What we'll do. Yeah, those are the 3 pillars that we do day in and day out.
And as we're looking to wrap up this conversation, are there any words or advice that you can also give to, other entrepreneurs out there, even like yourself, as a word of encouragement?
Sure. In wrapping, I'll just say, firstly, my book is available.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
How can we get it? Can you tell us a bit more about it?
Haiti told me there's something on platforms like, you remember, in Soweto. So we'll be utilizing those platforms. But for now, my books are just available on now.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just order, give me a call, and then I deliver. But
Okay.
very soon, we've got pros and professionals here
Yes.
who have notified me like, hey man, you can just do it like this,
Yes.
and we'll amplify that. So it's
Good.
how I'll be getting my books very soon. But for
Yes.
now, ladies and gentlemen, you can get my books on me. Just call me. Yeah,
Yes.
how I lost my sight and gained my vision. That's my book. And also I do a lot of motivational talks. You can that's how I do. Kanye West said, right? I am not a businessman. I am a businessman.
I love that.
So I'm a
Yes.
business. So I'm a working business. Invite me. I'll come through for motivational. I do corporate invitations. I speak. I do advocacy for persons with disabilities. And so for each and every single entrepreneur who's listening to this platform right now, it's possible, right? Regardless. And I've learned that you are just solve a problem and
Yes.
everything will open up.
Sure.
100%.
Just solve that problem and just venture. Regardless, there's no money. Money sometimes is not, because we started with nothing,
Wow.
right? But people will believe, who believe in you will definitely invest in you.
Good.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. And yeah, my last words, I'll just say thank you so much to the support that I've been given
Yes.
all the time. Yeah. I am Mr. Tap Speaks on TikTok. Mr. Tap Speaks. That's where I do most of the advocacy. And
Lovely.
I love to say, my last words say, if I can do it, you can do it as well.
Yes.
Even better, because you are great, because I believe in greatness. Thank you.
Wow, she's powerful.
Powerful, 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 and such strong, powerful words to end off with. Papa Biz, what have been your takeaways from our conversation with Mr. Tap?
Mr. Tap, one of the things that you have spoken about that perhaps we haven't considered, many of us, is, you spoke about being unseen, and many with disabilities just feeling unseen. And just by the work and the steps that you have taken to step out, you are allowing us and inviting us to see you. And I want to thank you for that,
Yeah.
because there's many things that we actually take for granted, and we can all do better. So thank you for having come out today, and thank you for sharing such a powerful story, so that we can all be able to see how we can be able to do better even in our own lives.
Sure. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, Papa.
Sure. Very, very powerful. I mean, this was, I think you've truly inspired me. I can understand why people will book you for motivational talks, etc., because your story is so inspirational. You've got such great, phenomenal energy that I'm feeding off from you as well. So it's been a beautiful conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Kudu, 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 kudu.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, absolutely. You can give her a shout out.
Yeah, thank you so much to my wife. Have you seen my wife? There she is right there, right? You want to thank my wife, Tsehofa Jo, who's been very supportive, actually. She's the one who's been on the background, being supportive regardless my disability. She's the one who introduced me to you guys.
Oh, wow.
She's the one who held my hand like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? We are going to this seminar.
Yes.
Give Papa le Hetty. She bought a book, so I want to appreciate her so much and say thank you, Brapek. Highly appreciated. I love you so much, Ma.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
She is quite amazing because I mean, she's even attended so many of our events. She supports us in the online space.
Yeah.
And it's always so beautiful for us, even in the work that we do, to see people in the audience that are growing with us. So that's beautiful. I can definitely attest to her supportive nature and spirit.
Yes. Amazing. Clean Now, that's her brand. So
Yes.
Clean Now.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Monetizers, that brings us to yet another highly energized episode of Monetize Your Business podcast conversations in partnership with FNB. I'm sure you can agree with me that our conversation with Mr. Tap has been highly, highly inspirational. Please leave your comments down below and let us know what has touched you from this conversation. We will leave all of his contact details within the description box. Get involved, support his radio station, conversation, support his advocacy work, and let us really grow this entrepreneurial community that we have. Don't forget to also tap into all of the Monetize Your Business social media pages, and also plug into our physical workshops as well. Until our next episode, goodbye.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers.